It's taking me forever to figure out how the world I'm going to word this question, but I got it. So here we go. I'm going to get straight to the point. This question is about people and their different types of dating and their definitions of dating. And this was brought to me after a really fascinating debate that I had with some friends a few days ago. And it was something that had never occurred to me as I've pursued different guys and thought about pursuing relationships with guys, and then, try to figure out what the world is going on and why it's not working. And I feel like this is an important thing to kind of like figure out as you're getting to know someone, so you could figure out what's going to happen with you in the future. And it's all based off of these two dating styles, I guess. So you have your open daters, and then you have your exclusive daters, is what I'm going to call it. Maybe there's other wording for it, but maybe not. So your open daters, and this is just an example that I'm going to give, and hopefully it makes sense. So your open daters are the people who talk to more than one person, such as have several acquaintances. Out of all the acquaintances, find maybe 2 of them that they think is attractive and that they can hang out with and go on dates. And so that's what they do. They go on dates with these people, have coffee, go to movies or whatever, but they're not connected to each other. Okay, if they go on a date with one girl or guy more than once in that time, it is expected that after 2 months, you're going to be exclusive and start really getting into things. Okay, that's that. The second step is the exclusive daters, which is me. And a lot of them didn't agree with this. But my thing is, I personally think that this is the best way because I don't know, I think it yields for better outcomes in a relationship. So, exclusive daters meet someone, have several guys that they talk to. In the meantime, find one of their like, okay? And then, start, I guess, go through that same second step that the open daters go through. But as time goes on, they believe in being more exclusive with them. So, you let them know that you like them, but you don't move on to directly dating. Things happen in stages, basically, to make this short and to the point. Okay, everything happens in stages, and it's going to take a few months to figure out if that person is the one, and if it doesn't work out, oh well, go to the next one. And if that person that could have been available for you is not available, then oh well. I mean, there are other people out there to date. So, anyways, to wrap this up, and I hope this made sense. What is your dating style? What are you? Yeah, what are you? And which one do you think is effective over time?
What's up, Angelina? Nice attempt at a good question. And I say attempt only because dating is so different for everyone. You have people who are used to having a variety of people that they're interested in and hanging out with them and getting to know them, which I've done in my past before. I've dated actually 7 guys at a time before. Doesn't mean I slept with them, doesn't mean I've committed to any of them or told either one of them I was committed to them, but I have kept those options open and have explored dating in that sense. Um, I've also done the whole I like him, he's my one and only type thing. And I think in that sense, that kind of blows up in your face more. The exclusive dating that you're talking about. I am your typical girly girl. I get attached. I want to explore life with you. I want to get to know you. I want to know everything about you. I want to know the good things about you, the bad things about you. I want to explore you, physically, spiritually, emotionally. But when I tend to do that, it seems to be a bit too much for most men. They can't handle that. They don't know what to do with it. Men and women are two different creatures in the way that they approach things, and the way that they show their interest is different than the way a woman does. And so I think that for me, going on in my future, I don't know. I feel like maybe exploring options is the best way to go. Dating a few people at a time, and getting to know them, and kind of deciding and weeding the bad guys out and keeping the good guys. And hey, last man standing. I don't know. I mean, I don't know, because again, when I approach it differently in that more exclusive way that you're talking about, it's just like men can't handle it. They want it, but they can't handle it, and so it's a tough thing to figure out. I enjoyed dating more men than just one guy, only because there are so many different types of personalities that are out there, and it gave me the opportunity to see the differences in other people. But as fun as that was, because I am a girly girl, it's really not my thing. It's not who I am, and I'm not really set up to do that. But obviously, the way I've been doing it isn't working either. So, I don't know. I just think people are who they are, girl, and you gotta like just be happy with what you do, and like yourself. And if they like you back, fine, and if not, fine. If they think they can do better, let them go do better. Um, it's just the way it is.
Yeah. Thank you for pointing out my attempt at this question. This question was hard. Okay, this is probably the hardest question I've ever asked on here, because I'm sure that I kind of left out some stuff, or left out, I don't know, whatever, some details on how stuff work. But yeah, it was hard. I'm glad you noticed. um, but that's okay. This is the reason why people can respond to this. And the whole thing about dating 7 people, I couldn't do that. 2 or 3, maybe 7. No, that is too much. That will literally make my head hurt, and I just wouldn't even want to date at that point. It's too exhausting, in my opinion. I know that much. Um, but your answer did give me something to really think about, though, in the future. I don't know. That's interesting.
So I would say it like this. I let a situation run its course as long as it feels good. And what I mean is, if I go on a date with someone and I like her and I think I want to go on a second date with her, then I don't try to meet anyone else until I have that second date, because I feel like if my attention is divided, I'm not giving it the same experience. I'm not trying to learn as much as I can. I'm not committing myself. So If I go on the second date and it still feels good, then I'll go on a third date. If I go on the third date and I learn something that I just can't, oh, I can't do that, or something happens and I just don't like it, then I'll pull back, you know. But as long as it feels good, I'm going to give the person my best shot if I think there's a real chance with them.
All right, this is a little different for me. I'm 51 years old. I haven't dated since I was 41 because I've been with someone for 10 years. And when I was younger, it's like you really couldn't date two people without one of them, hating the other one. It's a little bit different today. If they found out about each other, and they usually do. But I got successful with dating when I started just being me. Because I found that when you meet someone and you start to date them or talk to them, you're not meeting them, you're meeting their representative. It's like the Wizard of Oz. When they walk in and meet Oz, they meet this big, powerful, fiery figure that's not the wizard. The wizard's over in a curtain pulling levers and being something they're not. So for me, I just learned to be me because that's what I am. No matter where I am, who I am, or not who I am, whatever situation I am, I'm just me. If you like me, great. If you don't, that's fine too. I try to be good to people. Sometimes I may get a little heated in my conversations, but I try not to be mean. But it's almost like an interview process, because if you're dating, you're dating for one of two reasons. You're either dating to go out and be physically satisfied sexually, or you're dating to find someone, a significant other, a future spouse, whatever. So I've taken the approach of it's almost an interview process. Not like sitting down with someone and asking them questions in a very non-feeling way, but feeling them out. Sometimes you do find there's someone behind the curtain that's nothing like the person that's they're portraying to be, and sometimes you find that same exact person. It's rare, but it does happen. I found one. And it's cost me 2 marriages and I don't know how many other relationships to figure this out. Now, I'm not saying my way's right. I'm not saying my way's wrong. I'm saying this is what finally worked for me. Last time it was like we ran into each other, got to talking, said, hey, it's been, I knew her from years and years and years ago. And she could see, and I'm totally blind. I knew her when I could see, actually. I've been blind 26 years. Got to talking, said, hey, I would like to get together, hang out sometime, just, no expectations, whatever. It was great, you know. Started talking on the phone. And you can learn quite a bit about somebody talking on the phone. Where dates are really impersonal is if you go to the movies. Because you're both sitting there quiet. You're not really, you're together, but you're not really forming any type of bond. It's, in those cases, the date is the ride to, the ride from, the stop for the meal, talk while you eat, whatever. So for me, dating is more of a very relaxed interview process to figure out, is this someone that I can give my trust to? Because for me, it's what it turned out to be all about. Is this someone I can really trust? Is this someone that will be there if something seriously bad happens. And basically, that's about it. I mean, if you're looking for lifelong happiness, you have to have trust. You have to have that bond. I hope I've made sense with this. So, yeah, I have dated more than one person in my younger years. And never really. Then it was more about being full of testosterone that I had to get rid of every with anybody I could. But I mean, now I still like all that, but it's just not as important. But anyway, I hope I made some type of sense here.
Hey, well, me, um, I've been with a girl that I've been with for 7 years. Um, I mean, we're, I guess, technically dating, but I don't know. I mean, I guess what it is, I mean, I don't know if this answers your question or not, but um, I think, well, I would think both people have to be happy in a relationship. It can't just be one person. I mean, both people have to be truly happy with each other. I mean, but I guess that's the thing about that's the thing about dating. Like, okay, let's take the woman for instance. A, a woman, a woman is not gonna. Well, a woman can't give a man every single thing that he, excuse me, that he wants in a relationship. I mean, we you know, you gotta sometimes you gotta give and take. Um, I mean, but hey, like I said, if you're not happy, move on. I think sometimes in a relationship, the other person just has trouble just letting go. I mean, if it's not gonna work, it's not gonna work. If the one person is happy, I, I don't know. I mean, I guess me, I'm the type of person. If I find someone or somebody finds me or whatever, if I'm happy or if I'm comfortable in a relationship, I'll stay. But if I'm not, I'm just not. I mean, I guess that's the thing about relationships. You just gotta if you're not happy, you get out. And I guess that's why for a while I just enjoyed being alone because I don't know. I just feel like me personally. So gonna be honest, I just feel like no one is ever, no one can make the other person totally happy. That's just life. I'm being honest. I mean, there's things you're gonna like. You have your likes, you have your dislikes. There's no relationship that has this happy fairy tale type fantasy where every day is peachy king. Every day isn't gonna be happy. What the hell is this dog? Sorry, my dog. He was just acting weird. Yeah, every every day. What the hell are you? e- Every day it's not gonna be totally happy. I mean, you're gonna have your good days and you're gonna have your bad days. But I mean, like I said, I guess some people just can't handle relationships and they would rather just not be in one because they can't. Because I know in some relationship, well, not some, but all, you got to consider the other person. You can't you know, just have it be all about that one person. You know, I guess that's why a lot of people just rather stay single, and that's understandable because you don't gotta worry about, like, if you screw something up. The only person you gotta worry about is yourself. You ain't gotta worry about the other person. You ain't gotta worry about cleaning up behind nobody. It's you just worry about yourself. That's all you do. But yeah, I mean, I hope I kind of answered the question. But yeah, have a good day.